Recently, a missing person, Gabby Petito, has attracted a lot of attention across the country. Unfortunately, she's dead, and her death was by homicide. She has attracted so much attention that some say it's the missing white woman syndrome. That's not true. It is not a missing white woman syndrome. It is the missing beautiful woman syndrome. The more beautiful the woman is, the more attention she will attract. But there are some other factors that can contribute to the attention. Those are youth and a good life. Gabby Petito had all three. First, beauty. She was beautiful. Second, she was young. And third, she had a good life. Everybody wants. Why? Because she and her boyfriend traveled all over the country camping for 3 months since June. June, July, August. And at the end of August, she disappeared. And she traveled 3 months all over the country. Who can do that? Almost nobody can do that. Even the rich people, the CEOs, or the bosses of the big companies, they cannot do that. They have the money, but they don't have the time. They have to take care of their companies. On the other hand, the average people like us, we cannot do that either. 3 months traveling, camping all over the country? No, we cannot do that. We don't have the time nor the money. We have to work. But some other people, they can do that. Who? The rich kids. Like Gabby Petito and Brian Laundri. Brian was 23. Gabby Petito was 22. They're all adults, or they were. Like Gabby Petito is dead. But they didn't have to work to make a living. And on the contrary, they traveled all over the country. You need money to travel. Right? They don't make money, and they traveled to spend money. Wow. And that kind of life, who doesn't want? And that is part of the reason for that kind of attention. Some might say, yeah, Gabby Petito was beautiful, was young, and she had a good life. But how do you prove that the attention of the whole country to her has nothing to do with her being white? I will show you another 2 high-profile missing person cases, and you will know that it is not the missing white woman syndrome. It is the missing beautiful woman syndrome. The first case will be Suzanne Morphew. Let's take a look at her. This is Suzanne Morphew. Isn't she beautiful? Who doesn't want a wife like her? And this is her husband. Now, he's charged with the murder of his wife. But that's another issue. She has drawn a lot of attention because she's beautiful and she had a good life before she disappeared. The house she lived in is worth $1.5 million. At this point, some may ask, so what? Gabby Petito and Suzanne Morphew, they are both white. What's your point? The point here is that Suzanne Morphew hasn't drawn as much attention as Gabby Petito has. So wouldn't Suzanne Morphew complain? Yes, she would. She would ask you, all of Americans, why do you pay more attention to this Gabby Petito than me and Suzanne Morphew? Can you, any of you, answer that question? You cannot. You cannot answer that question until you understand that it is not the missing white woman syndrome. It is the missing beautiful woman syndrome. Women and men are the same. For women, it's beauty. For men, it is power or money. The more beautiful the woman is, the more attention she will attract. The more power or money the man has, the more attention he will draw. That is the ugly truth. You just have to face it. The next high-profile missing person case will make everything much clearer. After that, you will completely understand that there is no such a thing as the missing white woman syndrome. It is the missing beautiful woman syndrome. Let's take a look at the next high-profile missing person case. The name of this missing woman is Maya Miliate. She has been missing since January 2021. It's about 9 months now. She has also drawn a lot of attention from all over the country. Of course, not as much as Gabby Petito, but about the same as Suzanne Morphew. But we all notice that she is not white. Actually, she's from the Philippines. She's a Filipino. Why has a woman of color like her drawn so much attention? Much more attention than many missing white women. Why? If you go with the missing white woman syndrome theory, you will never be able to answer the question, because there's no such a thing as the missing white woman syndrome. It is the missing beautiful woman syndrome. Look how beautiful she is, this picture. Oh my God, isn't she a beauty? Looking at her makes my heart pound. And this picture too. See how beautiful she is? Through the above given 3 missing person cases, we've made it clear that there's no such a thing as the missing white woman syndrome. It is the missing beautiful woman syndrome. As for Gabby Petito and Suzanne Morphew, Gabby Petito has drawn much more attention than Suzanne Morphew. How would you explain that if you go with the missing white woman syndrome theory? You cannot. And you know how Suzanne Morphew would complain. You know that. And the third case, the case of Maya Miliate, totally destroys the missing white woman syndrome theory. Actually, things like this happen all around us every day. Generally speaking, the pretty girl is more popular than other girls. The man of power, or the rich man, is more popular than other men. So that is the ugly truth of our world. You just have to accept it. And that's it. Thank you for watching.